Hi, it's Colette. Welcome to my channel. And if you're new, thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll subscribe. And if you're a oldie, welcome. It's good to see you back. This is the weekly tarot card for the week commencing Monday, the 5th of February 2018, and it's the Ten of Discs and the Roaring deck. Brilliant card. I adore it. Let's see if we can get it a wee bit closer for you. It says wealth on it. The symbols on it are quite amazing though. There's everything in this card, from compasses to shells to money to little technical gadgets, and I love gazing at this card because there's so much in it. Lots of crystals and shells and money, and it's just a wonderful card, and I do adore it. Does it have a downside? Maybe a teeny wee warning, but to be honest, for most of it, it's a good card. So generally, this is your card for the weekend. It's for the week. Sorry. My Shorgans has been playing up a wee bit, and I've got a blocked salivary gland. Well, it's not blocked anymore, it's on the way down. So I'll have to keep drinking and might be a wee bit distracted. But I so wanted to get these videos done, so I think I can still do it when I've got one blocked. If I've got two blocked, probably would still try. Whether it would work or not, I don't know. You would know if I had two blocked because I look like a personification of SpongeBob SquarePants. With a square face, so I've even got the colour on today. Well, there we go. There's a wee cheer up, and those of you with Shoguns will get the joke as well. So anyway, let's get to this card. The Ten of Discs, or the Ten of Pentacles. One of the minor arcana. Again, it's Rorig, and the disc cards in this tend to be quite earthy, as they are. The part of the earth signs, dominated by the earth signs. So they tend to be quite a bit darker than the other cards, which tend to be a lot of blues and purples, etc. But this Ten of Discs is a really good one. It says wealth on it. It's about the feeling of materialistic wealth and what that would mean for you. Now, that would mean a lot for different people. In certain third world countries, just having a good amount of clean water and a couple of bowls of food a day would feel like wealth. You could feel that your wealth is, you've got your house, you've got your car, and you're contented. And that's where this card can be very good, but with a slight negative in it. And the slight negative is not to be overly materialistic, because this is about contentment with what you've got. It's about looking at your kind of worldly goods, the world that you live in, and saying, yeah, quite happy with this. This is good. If this is as good as it gets, then I'm fine with that. It doesn't take away ambition. In fact, if it's out in a spread in front of people, it can be a very good card to pique that ambition. So I'd like to say, if you're not quite there yet with the wealth that you need or perceive that you want, then this can be a really good kickstart to getting you there. But for the main part, it's just a feeling of practical things in life being good, working well, and generally you can relax a bit because you've got not just enough, but more than enough. And that's why it's just a lovely card. So what does it mean in various areas of life? Excuse me. In career, it may indicate that you've got a wee wage rise coming, or that you've got a bonus coming, or maybe a tax rebate, something that is there to give you a boost, to give you not just enough, but more than enough, a nice wee level of feeling a wee bit more secure and stable. And again, if you're in career and you feel as though you're not being paid your worth, it can allow you to think, what am I worth, and how do I go about getting that? Some people actually use this card to ask for a wage rise, or even to think about going to different companies that might value them more financially, and even not just financially, but in practical terms. I always think this as a career card for the remuneration or the package it it brings you isn't just about money. It's things like good health benefits. It's like a nice car, or maybe the flexibility of time, but still quite a good wage. So it's not all about money. It's about the things in career that make us feel valued. And a few of you will feel that way this week, but if you don't, it's worthwhile thinking, well, what can I do about that? So enjoy that, because if you're happy and you're valued, you'll stay where you are. But if you're very undervalued with this card, you won't. You will look for other ways. If we look at it in health, it's, to me, it's more the earthy things in this card that I see. I see a lot of sand, things that make me think of the earth, and because of that, it kind of gives me my health issues that I give or donate to this card as such tend to be about the bones, and particularly the bones in the feet. Because you've got your feet in the ground, and this is the most grounded card probably you can have in this part of the minor arcana. So watch your feet, watch the bones in your feet, watch your ankles, and if you can do all those things and just be aware of maybe, come on Neil then, come on, you can do it. Go one dog up here, okay. If you can do that, then you'll find you're fine. It's also a time for health maybe to be grounding yourself more, you know, the cold's away a wee bit, now's time maybe to get your bare feet out in the ground. I've seen so many amazing documentaries just in the last week about grounding and how important grounding and walking on, you know, the land with your bare feet is. And I probably could have told you that, but it's nice to see that there's an awful lot more people almost scientifically being able to explain why that is. So if you're feeling a wee bit out there and a wee bit non-grounded, get your feet into the good earth, and that should help you. Where love is concerned, this is more one for longer term relationships. It's when you can feel that you have a wealth of time or maybe a wealth of experience and you're getting there with your relationship. This gives love affairs and relationships a longevity. It makes us feel as though we're fine, we're happy and we're secure in what we've got within the relationship. And that's not, again, it can be looking about your nice house or whatever, but in a love spread, this is a bit deeper than that. It's been able to feel that you are in it for the long haul and that you can trust in that. So that's a lovely card for people in a longer term relationship, or even people that are thinking about taking it longer term. This gives you the idea that you can. So maybe a few wee engagements in the week ahead. If we look at it for money or finances, it's a good money card. It actually says wealth on it, but again, it's about enjoying feeling secure, stable, and that you've got the things that you need and maybe a wee bit more. This card, as I say, gives that feeling that you sometimes get when maybe you buy something new but you've saved up for it, like a new sofa or a new car, something. It's not the feeling of just splashing money about. That's not the depths of this card. The depth of this card is having saved for something, having planned to get something, and then paying the money, achieving it, and having that reward of having the thing there for what it will do for you, but also for the feeling that you did it, that you actually managed to save and acquire that thing. And that's the good side of the card. It's almost giving you that good sort of vibe going through, that you finally got what you wanted, whether it's that new dining room table, whether you've managed to save up for a new computer, all these things. Now, the negative side of it is where people just never feel they've got enough. They've got amazing houses, they've got this, that and the next thing, but it always needs something more. The next best car, oh, that neighbour's got that big TV, I need one too. It brings out, this is where the negative can be quite disconcerting, because it brings out a kind of unhappiness, because you're wanting what you don't have. And I'm actually reading a good wee book just now by Barbara Berger about happiness, and one of the chapters is about wanting what you have. And if you want what you have, you'll be happy. But if you really want what you don't have, and there's, you know, it's just what you have is what you have, be it in health or other things, then you're not going to be happy. I'll probably do a review of that book quite soon. But it's a good reminder, and it ties in quite well with this card. If you can look about your home and your finances, and even if you've not got a great amount, and even if you're just managing, but if you're happy with what you have, then that's the 10 of discs. If you're unhappy, maybe look and see if your mindset's gone to being a wee bit too materialistic. You know, are the things you want really going to make you that happy? Does the newer model of something actually give you more happiness, apart from the first 10 minutes where it's like, oh, wonderful? Think about that, because the true beautiful meaning of this card is feeling that happiness, stability and enjoyment that comes from wanting what you have and having enough. So I hope you've liked the weekly tarot card. If you like the way I read the tarot, Tarot Novice to Pro in one book is my little book. It's in all good booksellers and Amazons all over the world. And if you like that, maybe give it a wee look for me, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe. No, it's that way. Subscribe to my channel in the wee, when my face comes up in the wee box. And I'll hope to see you next week for next week's weekly tarot card. Many blessings now. Bye.